Look at that. Look at that. Look at who
Newman.
The Verdict. That's a good movie.
I'm easily confused, with Paul. But
I like that. The Verdict. That's a good movie. I met him in Long Beach.
Good.
Yeah, at the Grand Prix.
I'm sure it changed his life.
Hey, we got to say hello to the General.
Who are we saying hi to?
The General.
Which General?
He knows who he is.
The General. Okay.
The General.
Hi, General. Good to see you. Have a good Sunday.
Are you on a shot clock?
I am.
Okay.
Actually.
Well, then, good to see you. All right. Marshall doesn't have time for Henry McClure today.
Show him where you are. Isn't this place fabulous?
I went in to check out a book. They didn't have the book, but they gave me a way to get it online with my library card.
Yeah, these guys, they're so helpful in here.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Should the library board be elected or appointed?
That's probably not within my pay grade to answer right now.
Wait a minute.
You pay taxes? Elected or appointed for the library board?
Yeah.
Are they appointed now?
Look how much tax dollars they have.
How many people are you going to get to vote in an election for the library? If it becomes elective, I'm running. I'll put it that way.
Okay, there we go.
I will declare my candidacy right now.
I like
the library
that.
Board.
So there you go.
I get your point. It's run with, but you can't have everything that's run with tax support
By
being
people?
elective. But by
Why?
elective,
Why?
Why can't you delegate?
Well,
I mean, who appoints these people?
The oligarchs and the hierarchy and the aristocrats.
Well, I guess they must be pretty well-read oligarchs if they want to appoint people to the library board. Now I'm stuttering, but stuttering and sputtering.
Somebody told me the other day that I reminded them of Hunter S. Thompson. So I went to check out his first book about the Hells Angels. You know that book?
I read that book when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah. Did you read any more of his books?
I read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and I think I read Fear and Loathing on the campaign trail. He also wrote an article for Rolling Stone called the Kentucky Derby is Decadent and Depraved, apropos of the big horse race they had yesterday.
So did you have any money on the race?
Oh, no. How are you going to do? That's another story.
You want to get the paramutual betting back?
If you want to talk about
I'm for that.
The lack of responsiveness to public needs, you can't bet on a horse race in Kansas.
That's why I think that we need to get the people involved. What's the difference in going to a casino?
None, except for the fact there is one very important difference between paramutual wagering and going to the casino. When you're going to the casino, you're betting against the house and all those games. I hate to use the word rigged because that's a word that's become really abused in the parlance of our times, but those games are rigged.
But not craps.
Yes, craps.
How can you think they got dice?
There's a house edge of about 2% in all those table games.
That's not rigged. You can't.
It's rigged.
You can't rig the roll of the dice.
There's a house edge, okay? In casino gambling,
sometimes he's so tiresome.
If you take $1 million,
but I love it.
If you take $1 million to Prairie Band and keep going back, eventually they will have all of your money. They will have your $1 million because of the house edge that's built into all those contraptions up there.
So could horse racing be rigged?
Paramutual wagering, on the other hand, is a whole different concept where you are betting against the opinions of other bettors. So if you like journalism...
But couldn't a jockey throw the race?
It's been known to happen, but that's where you got to have regulations. You got to have regulations of casinos. Do you think those casinos are functioning without any kind of regulation?
Well, if everybody just appoints the same people to all the boards, isn't that rigged?
It is, but let's get back to paramutual wagering for a moment. A racetrack like Churchill Downs, they collect all the money that's bet. They subtract an administration fee.
Okay.
But the total handle, as it's known, is then distributed to the winning bettors. So if
they're still raking off the top.
It's a rake, yes, but it's not rigged. Casino.
I love this guy.
Trust me. Casino gambling is a sucker's game, and it's been foisted on the people of Kansas by a legislature too lazy and too incompetent and too corrupt to allow horse racing to continue. At the time, the guy running the track wanted slot machines, and the legislature said, well, we'll give you slot machines, but we want X percent back in taxes. And he said, the owner, Grace, said, if you take that much out of my slots, I'm out of business. So he shuts down the Woodlands, and people who like to play the horses.
So can we open the Woodlands again?
I don't know. Well,
hey, Samantha.
Physically, that facility I don't think is there
Well, no,
anymore,
let's have the horse track here in Topeka.
but it would be
we need a draw.
It'd be great to have a horse track.
So let's talk to Richard Johnson about it during
Okay.
the show.
We'll talk to Richard
Okay?
Johnson. All right.
Thank you for your time. You never know who you're going to meet at the library.
Yeah, I'll bet you 5 to 1 I'll be back tomorrow.
All right. I'll take those odds. All right. Henry McClure live. Oh, man. What a day. Oh. Spencer put a post out today about Yoda. May the 4th be with you. I love Star Wars. I was telling this guy a minute ago, I probably saw Star Wars in the theater 125 times. The maximum we watched it one day was 4 times in a row at Gauge 4 theaters back in the day. Marshall's such a good guy. I've known him back when he was a Kiwi cutie. Well, not so cute, but he's a very famous man in this town. What a beautiful day. Get some free vitamin D. Vitamin D will cure you of your ills. I know it's early, but if nobody's told you they love you today, I love you.